with more than 16 hours of video footage. I worked for the past 3 months on this one project. Welcome to my biggest video yet. Welcome to 100 days in the survival game. There are a few 100 days in the survival game videos on YouTube, but none of them is real. You can't tell me that he only grinded to copper armor in 16 hours of playing this game, and also only steel armor without any buildings or stuff. It's just a fake 100 days video. So let's start into the only real 100 days in TSG video yet. Enjoy! Everything you need to know. Here are the days we currently are in at the moment that you are watching. So the first thing me and my friends did was breaking all the remaining structures on our private server. Because when that stupid private server saving bug was a thing, like 75% of our server got deleted. And now we want to reset it and build it up from zero, just in a better way. And I can promise you guys, we are gonna do that. It's going to be great. But now I have a full inventory, which means I need to hop onto my storage server real quick to deposit some stuff. Let's put the iron and some other materials I don't need at the moment in here. It actually takes quite some chest space. All that stuff I store here on this server. I have like 3,000 blue steel at this moment. In the beginning of the video, I'm curious of how much I have in the end. I can easily afford a blue steel armor set. I want at least like 10,000. Back on our main server. Let's keep destroying our old buildings. Oh man, the nostalgia kicks in right now. Back in the old days of TSG we built this havoc. It is simple. I know, but I remember like every plank we built here. But hopefully our restart of this server will be a success. And this thing, I built it not that long ago. I used to farm chickens or eggs in here. And I got a lot of meat from the cows. Also the ... Kingdom name is like an insider of us. The TSG group here. We use it all the time. And then, randomly my friend and I just tried to shoot each other for fun. I can just say, I do have better aim. But on our laptops, the bow mechanics are kinda buggy, and this is no excuse. No, it isn't. Then I kinda just farmed the rest of the first 10 days. I want to add here. I'm not gonna farm as much in these 100 days as I would need to get all the materials I use in this video. I always farm wood and materials off camera. And I don't count those farm sessions to these 100 days because it's pretty boring, not gonna lie. Let's go. The last meeting on the old OG server. While we wait for the others to come, I just gonna flex with my rebirths. I have every single one off him. But I gonna get even more tokens pretty soon. By the way, this perk is so op. It gives you all the resources back when you destroy anything like a furnace or even a boat. It should be one of the first you buy. After excellent swimmer and maybe friend of the forest. And this is what a normal meeting between me and my friends looks like. I try to decorate it and someone else builds a house there. Perfect, thanks. Let's move C stuff to a better position. AKA right down there. And wow, we finally did it. And it definitely didn't take us 10 minutes. Because we argumented over the fact that my friend wanted to build a skull throne. But we ended up flexing with our stuff, and that we too are rich. You can see it from the fact that the others needed to use normal chairs. Perfect. Now that we are done differencing the rich from the poor, let's talk about if we should delete this server. And guys, what do you think? Should we reset the server and start from the beginning?
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, I'm ready.
So it was accepted. We destroyed our meeting stuff, and then the time came. Oh, I am afraid. But I did it. It's done. It has resetted. Now completely everything from the OG time is gone. Wow, this server looks so clean when it's empty. We all were hyped, and we instantly searched for the perfect spot to build our first thing. We want to build like a main hub with every crafting station, and kinda like just a clean and nice building. And we decided, it's going to be here. Fun fact, we used to build a really big pyramid at the same exact location in the OG times, but we never finished it. It was just too big, our plan. I did stream when I built at this on my old channel. My friend, a pretty good builder, not gonna lie. Let's call him Iconfan, like his Roblox user, chopped down some trees, so we got space to build, and that is what we did. We started to plan out the base of the building. We actually learned from our past mistakes, and didn't want to go too big, but we want for like towers on each corner of the castle in the end. So we started planning this. But then, I saw my other friend, we call him Bob, attacking my horse. A no-go. I mean, it's an animal, and I love animals. So I did the only logical thing and attacked his horse. And surprise, my aim worked this time and I did my job. Now I have a bigger problem, Bob. He removed me from his kingdom, and I left his server. And I banned him. For a whole 30 seconds. But oh man, I forgot to set my spawn point and I need to drive back now. It's always a pain, driving through this small river. Please simple games, make it a little bit bigger, I beg you. Anyways, we continued building on our trading hub. We call it like that. I don't know why. But I didn't forget this time. I set my spawn point. Of course we aren't going to build this structure out of wood. So that's what we did next. Rebuilt the basic shape out of stone. This took longer than you would expect it to take, but in the end, we did it. I noticed that later, but I didn't have enough storage on my computer to save the next 30 minutes, my bad. And of course this needed to happen a few times. In the first 20 days. But this is the only time you're gonna notice it. All the other missing recordings weren't that important. So, Iconfan built like a medieval wizard themed part in our basement. And then I felt like I needed to buy the paint tool. And so I did, my first pay to win in the survival game ever. Let's try it. Because our weird computers, I actually need to use the touchscreen function to even use this tool. I mean, it's not great, but it isn't that bad too. I guess it's okay. But of course I tried this new tool a lot in the next 10 minutes. And I painted a lot. My favorite is the ink light. I just love it. It gives a completely new theme to the whole room and scene. But then, after the first testing hype, I continued the actual building. I started towering up the corner towers, or at least made them 8 studs high. I know that, 'cause one of those normal pieces is 4 by 4 studs big. Then I proceeded to make the wall 8 studs tall. It's just Betty Rast, the player is already like 5. I fixed the holes in the main castle now. And here comes the castle gate. It's official now, the entrance. I built a stairway out of the thatch roofs, just to build the towers even higher. And in the meantime, what about smashing that like button and subscribe to this channel? I would appreciate it a lot, thank you. I ended up begging iConfirm to give me some chiseled stone. And he gave it to me. Nice. 169. What a nice number. And I continued with my pretty repetitive job. I checked if the tower should be higher. And no, I agreed with iConfirm that they are tall enough. And then I repeated this whole process with the other front tower. Building the staircase, building the walls. Checking if they are good. And iConfirm started building the middle tower in the meantime. It's going to be taller than all the other ones, and is going to be the center of the structure. The biggest problem here was the ramp to the basement. Somehow, iConfirm combined a ramp and a stair. Let's say it like that. I didn't like it, and I destroyed all of his hard work. I moved the whole thing 4 studs to the center, and then it worked. We could build the ramp without a stair. But I wanted to build it like this nice design. iConfirm made it, by the way. Credits to him. I destroyed a lot of stud. Built even more stuff. And in the end, it was like I wanted it to be. Never mind, I like this perspective. It didn't last long tough. We finished the ramp. I know, this is a huge cut. But I did it, because the rest was pretty boring. And my recording didn't work, but we don't talk about that. I guess nice shots in freecam mode. But let's show what we've done to you guys and our friend Bob. But of course, iConfirm needed to hit Bob's horse. No. The horse led to a fight in our friend group like 15 days ago. But lucky for us, iConfirm didn't kill Bob's horse. And we don't talk about this thing. The castle is pretty empty right now. But the main building is done. We are going to decorate it and bring a few details in it later. There is always this one tree growing off our castle walls. We temporarily fixed it with a few planks, spammed all over the floor there. So this is one of the towers inside. It's the same in all the 4. The center tower actually looks pretty sick. I love how it's getting bigger in the top part. But iConfirm told me to color these carpets. So let's do it real quick. Here's the front view. The outer towers are a bit blocky, but overall, I like it. Bob actually wanted to donate every furnace for the trading hub, so he just places them in the right order here. Let's just use this coin press real quick. Bro, how do I have that much gold in my inventor? I didn't even farm gold in the last few real-life days. Anyways, I don't complain about having coins. Then, Bob and I decided to hunt iConfirm down, because Bob noticed that iConfirm hit his horse earlier, and we just wanted some fun. And we did have fun. And here, iConfirm made a big mistake. He left his horse to heal it, without any cover, so I hit it with an arrow and it ran away. Then it was already over. Here's another perspective of our building that we've done in the past 30 days. Not gonna lie, I love it. And the best part, we did it. We finally played on our server again. And this 6 hours straight. That's not bad. I strongly believe we did recover TSG a bit. At least for our friend group. So to end these first 30 days, I just struggled killing a shark. I started the next day, with a small detailing in the trading hub building. It looks better now. And then I joined Lawmaster, another friend of mine. He wasn't here for the last 30 days. A little aim training. I'm shy. I don't kill noobs usually. I give them some blue steel most of the time. Mostly just the blue steel backpack and maybe iron armor for them, because then they can still grind. But got a little head start. Because to be honest, the survival game was the best when I just joined a public server, farmed, teamed with other players and got iron armor. And my first Imperial ship, I remember it like it was yesterday. I got lucky, got like 2 to 3 blue steel from it. A few full blue steel players got the rest. They killed me and my whole team of noobs in the end. But anyways, LOLmaster and I, we are about to kill the Titan. For the first time ever again since the op trap methods got fixed. It's going to be difficult, for sure. But we were ready for a challenge. And he got killed by a blue steel player. And I killed him. Tay and I killed another player with a steel sword. And we got lucky. Someone just left his dark steel drop from the defeated Titan. 3 dark steel for us. Anyways, another server. Another boss here. We started fighting the Titan, and I discovered that you can dodge his attacks by jumping over them. No joke, I didn't know that till then. Wow, another blue steel player out there. Let's heal and be ready for him to attack, bruh. I just noticed that he's in my team. And he was that player who wanted to bow spam the Titan, left the kingdom and killed him. Never mind, he combat logged. So let's try the Titan again now. Of course he respawned in the meantime. And here's another player's. A dark steel player with a horse. Impossible to kill. Kill his teammate. With a blue steel sword. I followed the dark steel sword guide and lucky for me, my horse stood there. I got his horse. 18 health. My calculations tell me that we both are 1 hit. So he tried to be smart about it and jump over me. But with that move, he missed his hit and I got him. Let's go. That is try 3 for killing the Titan. And of course the gate needed to respawn. So let's break it real quick and kill the boss. I am low HP, pay attention, don't get hit by the boss. Oh, it isn't the boss, the dark steel and blue steel guys are back. And this time, as we didn't notice them, and were both low HP. It was an easy kill for them, and oh man, my recording stopped right here. It is so bad, because we actually did defeat them again. After they killed the boss obviously. We rushed them when the boss was like 10 horsepower. Basically the exact same as they did with us previously. So we did a round 2. We learned from our mistakes and set our spawn point. And got the speed buffs. We healed, and let's go straight into the 3rd round. And bruh, my friend got killed in the first minute. That was bad luck, but he didn't lose any blue steel, as I gave him his armor not only once in these Titan rounds, but I have enough, to be honest. Then I basically just ran around the Titan, learning to dodge his hits for quite some time, because I didn't know then that I could just hit him between every of his attacks. I saw someone's health bar right in front of the entrance. With the gate, I guess he wants to rush me when I'm done with the boss. I need to eliminate him as soon as possible. And then, at the exactly same time, I killed him and the Titan despawned. So let's go, let's do it again. But this time with LOLmaster, and the whole hit and run game started again, as LOLmaster didn't show up for a while. But here we go, he returned. Now we should be able to defeat that boss in no time. Let's just hope that no other team rushes us again. Our strat, if we are two, one hits and runs, the other heals. And this works pretty well, as long as you have enough cabbage to heal you. So we switched our roles the whole time, over and over again. I was pretty low heal at some times, and it would definitely be the end if any other guys would rush us right now. So Lolmaster died again, but this time, it kinda was my fault. We both were low HP, and I healed, so I did the Titan on my own. And as you can see here, I got pay to win. I bought all the game passes a few hours ago. I was so excited, and I really don't regret it. Anyways, I waited for Lolmaster. Hit every auto time. The trick for basically to bonus obsidian ores and mind my part. I've got 67 obsidian now. I know, not much. Let's join onto my storage server. Real quick to deposit some stuff. Oh huh, casual day in TSG. This bug almost killed me this time. If I didn't land in the water I would have been dead. I need to build some extra chests, because my storage is completely filled up. So let's place some iron chests real quick. Bro, that looks really bad. Let's just throw some stuff into those chests, so my inventory isn't full anymore. And now, let's build some more chiseled stone to make bricks. I don't really have bricks anymore. Maybe somewhere in my storage, but I'll just make new ones. Because I want to build new storage, a really big one. My current one is way too small. I'm gonna build it right here. Now let's mark the outline. I'll do that with the shovel. Never did that before. So let's make even more chiseled stone to build the floor. First the outline, then fill it up. Really satisfying. And the last few pieces, completed. Now let's build the walls. And a castle gate. But now I got a problem. The castle gate is bigger than a normal castle wall, which leads to an impossible gap. But my friend Iconfun gave me a tip right there. I should fill it up with pillars. Back in my old storage, crafting a new blue steel set. I just sold to 4K leaves for like 3,250 blue steel. Here's a view on the new storage. We basically just made the outline till now. Let's change that. I would say, I want to build like a main building inside the castle walls. Also, I just tested something. It's actually possible to save the decals you've put on your banners. So I found a way to mark what materials in which chests. Even if this way is pay to win, it's something. So back on my storage server. Let's build this main part I just talked about. I start with a little entrance area, just like this. Nice. Now let's build some walls again. And the outline for the main part is done too. Some doors in the entrance area. Perfect. Let's separate the entrance area from the main storage room with a wall and a door. And let's build another layer on top of the walls. Just like this. I love it. I want to build like multiple floors with material chests on every layer later in the main storage room. It's gonna be nice. Anyways, I started building a little tower on this part of the storage castle. I don't know what to use it for yet. And that's the thing for now. I think it can actually be good. If I don't mess the rest up. Hopefully I don't. That wouldn't be good. Anyways, I separated a little space from the main storage room for a view. just like I had it in the small old storage. Here's the bed and some other decoration. Okay. I built a roof on that part between the main storage and the tower. Same with the end part. I used a lot of different structures for this part, not gonna lie. And then I started painting it red, I think. This was a mistake. I don't really like this red, and while I'm building the staircase for the tower, why don't you like and subscribe? It's free and it would show me that you like this video. It motivates me to keep making content on this channel. So yeah, subscribe. Do it. Do it. Back to the video. I love the design of this staircase. It's pretty smooth and it's only going to get better soon. In this video. And we reached it, day 50. But hey, there are still 50 days to go. So let's build more really nice stuff. Raid other kingdoms on public servers and maybe even make the biggest Bloodsteel kingdom. So my friend and I wanted to do some PvP. Or just join a random server and play there for a while. I spawned in the very back of the desert suite. So let's ride to my friend Bob on my horse real quick. Wow, my aim is beautiful lol. Where met this random new player? I asked him if he wanted a Bloodsteel backpack. He of course said yes. And I gave him one. I don't give him too much overpowered stuff, because then the game isn't that fun anymore. So let's just give him his Bloodsteel backpack. Here you go, no problem. Have fun playing this game. Then we saw this red kingdom. So we chased them a bit and shot arrows at them. I did kill the one I chased, but Bob lost the other one. We searched him a little, but didn't find him. But we saw this giant bridge. I don't know how nobody broke this thing yet. There was probably a base raid here earlier. So I just rode up there and then turned back. Yep. That was a waste of time. Bob is already waiting for me. But this walk on the horse is hella funny. Love this. And yep. I also fell the whole way down. Even more waste of my time. But I just went back to Bob and, never mind, there's someone. On a horse, on a bridge. The perfect goal to shoot at. And I did exactly that. As soon as I hit him, he flew. So we chased him. Just for the fun of it. And we almost lost this guys too. But my eyes spotted him, all the way back there next to the ship. And I killed him. And Ho's horse too, free meat. I saw a little village or base back there in the jungle. And wanted to check it out. But on the way I spotted this guy. And killed him of course. Free Darksteel. Bibugo was his name. Wait, I remember that name. This guy is literally on my friend list. Rest in peace Bibugo. If I ever meet you again, I'm gonna kill the Titan just for you, so you can get your Darksteel back. I'm sorry. Anyways, a Bloodsteel ship. I killed one player with copper armor there, no problem. Then I peacefully stole his Bloodsteel. And Bob also is here now, nice. And I didn't even see him. A full Darksteel player is coming to us too. Obviously, he just wants to say us hello. Never mind, he straight up tried to kill us. So I ran to my horse as soon as possible and ran away. And then I followed the Darksteel guy in circles. Bob is getting chased and I can't do anything else than run. But I got a little greedy here and wanted the Bloodsteel too. So I got it. Almost at the cost of my life. And I was as good as dead as the Darksteel guy hit my horse. For whatever reason. He didn't instantly get off his horse, and he didn't kill me. So I just ran, and I don't know how I survived. But I did. I placed a boat and flew. I also told Bob to flee, but he didn't. He continued fighting like a real survival player. I wouldn't say that. Anyways, he died. And I got back and shot the dark steel player. That was only able to afford a basic raft. I took my chance and started bow spamming him. But for some reason, the arrows got stuck in the water. So I needed to fire them from the mainland. And then it was already too late. So I did the only right thing to do in a fight. Where I had no chances at all, I flew. Well, nope, I followed him. Now another player needed to come too, of course. Oh wow, and this was really close. If the dark steel player called Layrox would be able to get onto my boat, I was dead. For some reason I jumped in the water, and this was so close. He got onto my boat. I flew and placed a better boat. And I did the exact same thing. Also, I didn't learn anything from all this. I caught you chasing Layrox. Nice. And another move where I should have been dead. If I started driving 1 second later, I would have been dead. But again, I survived. The luck of the oceans was with me in this fight. I followed Layrox to the land. Isn't this an insane reach, by the way? Anyways, I didn't see that he got a horse. But my plan was, of course, to get one as well. So I put all the stuff in my hotbar. I had 1 wheat, perfect. But because I know the map like by heart, I knew that there is wheat right here. But while I still hoped for the second horse that could spawn here, the dark steel player rode straight in my direction. And yes, I combat logged. I never do this, but I didn't want to give this guy the satisfaction of finally killing me. So I rejoined his server. And I went straight back to the spot where I saw him last time. Here we go. Found him. He's already killing my friend Bob again. Hit him twice. Now it finally was a fair fight. He got way stronger armor than I got, but I got a horse. And he didn't. But of course this couldn't end as a fair 1 versus 1. He ran in circles around this pillar a few times. Then somehow managed to get on top of it. And here, to other blue steel guys that want to kill me. On horses, of course. One of them got a dark steel sword to top everything. I decided to try at least drawing some attention to Layrox. And I hit him a few times. But he joined red team, so he isn't in any danger anymore. I am. The 2 blue steel guys are coming out of nowhere again. If this sword would have hit me, my horse would be dead. Okay. I am getting chased by a blue steel player with dark steel sword, a full dark steel player and another full blue steel player. My only chance was to take them out 1 by 1 with the crossbow. And my horse got shot. Now I am dead, for real this time. But what the hell, the guy jumped of his horse a little bit early. So I just ran backwards and tried to heal. And from way back came the blue steel player with a horse. Of course. But he missed the attack. So I joined the red tribe. This was so lucky, was my only possibility. So I literally fled like 20 minutes from the same guys. And I always survived. I've got some insane luck. Took them a moment to realize what just happened. Bob also joined the tribe, and we wanted to do an old method. Betraying. Which isn't easy as there's a cooldown now. We both healed up, and then left the kingdom. And we started targeting the blue steel player. With the dark steel sword. But Bob and I realized that we damage each other. Impossible like that. Not gonna lie, this was kinda dumb of us. Bro Bob is just killing and I am getting chased again. Of course. And yep, this time was the end of this whole thing. Layrox rode with his new horse to me and gave me the rest. And it all took the end we expected. I can't flee from a 3 OP player's kingdom. Impossible. Well, I did it for a pretty long time. That was the end of the story. Bob and I wanted to re-equip ourselves and eventually kill that tribe. But something really unexpected happened. Somehow Layrox came again, just as Bob and I met. So I got killed again. Or maybe I combat logged again. We don't talk about it. We then stopped our goal of killing the Red Kingdom. And we just wanted to build a little peaceful raid base here. I planted some wheat. Killed some players. My horseback. I started my training as a professional machine gun. And then we placed our bed. Oh, by the way, this is the thumbnail right now. Maybe this is gonna be the final version. Maybe I gonna change it. I don't know yet. I killed a cow with my crossbow. And we then wanted to raid this village. Plot twist, it was empty. Epic chicken shot here. Then we saw some other Bloodsteel players. And we wanted to kill them. Of course, so Bob and I decided to split up. I chased this guy. I was full health. He already ate one of my shots. I chased him and please tell me, how is this legit? He shot me, and then hit me from like 20 meters away. Just look at this kill. What the hell? I ask myself if this is a hacker. HMM. Very hard question. Or he just got a nice gaming chair. Also possible. Anyways, I joined my storage server and deposited some stuff. And when I am already on my storage server, let's take a quick look at my new one after this intense fighting. It looks nice. But I don't like this bright red color of the roof. Need to change this afterwards. Then I joined our main server. We want to build a harbor right here. So I deposited some Bloodsteel and a lot of other stuff in my storage real quick. And now I met with Iconfan on our main server again. Iconfan is this guy who helped me build the castle or trading hub at the beginning of these 100 days. He's a really good builder. So we want to build the main floor of the port right here. Just like that. We're gonna build it with wooden floors. Then we want to build some massive stone walls at each side. To build some kind of border on each side of the harbour. Gonna build that with castle walls. And here are the boats. One big one, 2 Viking boats, and then 3 little boats. And I want to build some kind of building here. I don't know what it is going to be, but we aren't just gonna build. Like a massive stone block. And here comes the lightning house. At the exact same position, used to be on the OG server. Red and white with a big yellow light on top. And all tough, we didn't have the fishing update then. Like a little fish market. Just looks nice, and is a place filler. So that's pretty much gonna be this harbour. So let's start building. So Iconfan and I started building the floor of the whole thing. I checked how high we need to build, that we can still get onto this big boat. So at this height it was no problem to get out of the Viking boat. We decided to build the area for the big ship a bit higher. So I gave my friend some wood so we can start. We started by placing down the pillars, where the front side of the dock ends. You can already kinda know where we build the floors. We started to align the different pillars, because that's not gonna work like that. While my friend did that, I started building the border around the port. I placed it so ships can still drive through the small river, but it still looks nice. And it does, I love it. Then we placed the pillars at the new aligned docks. My friend broke them again. I placed the Imperial ship again to see how high we need to build. Then I started placing the floors. It was a pretty boring job, not gonna lie. I filled the gaps here too. And of course I filled this up with another castle wall. And my friend is building the higher part of the docks. It looks great. I really like this side part. Looks like an actual harbour. Then we experimented with using roofs to make it a smooth transition. Brown roofs worked fine, so we used them. Satisfying. And yep, it passed the Imperial big ship test. So we finished the rest of the docks. It was pretty repetitive again. But then, my friend needed to go. So I only finished a little part. I built it like halfway done. And placed some pillars at the front of each dock. And then, I also logged off for that day. Another day, I went to the volcano. Wanted to kill the Titan real quick. And done. I grabbed the obsidian and left. Went on another public server. And here, there are two options. First one. The structures didn't load the right way for this player, or he's a hacker. This guy's is literally walking trough, solid walls. Anyways, that's why I finished him or her, whatever. I wanted to kill the boss another time. But there were those noobs without armor that annoyed me all the time. I got the Titan on Half-Life like 3 times. Then one noob came. The Titan chased him, the noob ran outside, and the boss respawned. And here, the gate timing was excellent. And of course, the boss didn't respawn this time. It just stood there for a few minutes. Then I left the server. Next day, I went onto my storage server and noticed I was low on steel. Like really low. But I got coal, luckily. So I made some steel, so I'm able to afford the steel chests for my new storage. And that's exactly where I am. I started this building session by placing some of those pillars at each corner of the middle storage platform. Nice. Then I did some really nice parkour. Wow, so cool. Now I wanted to make a nice transition between the shelves and the tower, so I made like a platform out of stone, just like I already did on the other side. Then I connected this tower wall with the other side, so it's like it is on the right side. I needed to break those two walls. Nice. I built the floor on top, but I left one piece. I made the hole there even smaller, but I can still fit in it. A secret little bunker. A nice Marvin the Goat. Wow, the day-night cycle still needs to be slower. Then I started with the second floor of the shelves. I placed ladders so you can reach them all. Then I started building the top floor. Nice. I needed to use small floor pieces to a lot, because the holes would be too big otherwise. Then I thought, why not adding walls? So I tried it and I like it. Let's continue this thing. That was the moment when my Wi-Fi got really bad. I couldn't even really place a thing. And after getting half of the floors done, a disconnect. So let's wait 10 minutes to join the server. But at least I finished the half walls now. And I like it. I wanted to place some chests, wasn't able to. I wanted to build at the towers. My internet connection didn't let me. It's impossible to build like that. That's why I'm doing like no progress at all. And another disconnect. Yay. Taking me so long to spawn. Well, that's the third disconnection I've had in the past like 20 minutes. I'm done for today. So I continued the other day. I started by taming a horse and hit it with a saddle. After I just threw the saddle at the horse, I went to my storage building. The game teleported me back to my bed a few times. I'm still lagging, but at least I was able to somehow continue the stone wall. Well, actually not. Still took so much time to load. I tried placing a few walls and the standing aft. Didn't work. Even fall damage is like deactivated for me, lol. I walked around a little, waiting for the damage to come in. It never did. I don't know why. Probably because I got another disconnect. Even my screen recorder stopped working, lol. Posting some stuff in my community tab. Go take a look there, by the way. Anyways, a few hours later, the Wi-Fi worked again and I finished the wall. And yes, I'm done. At least with the last stone wall row. Actually, let's put another one on top of it. Then I am finished. Nice, this looks great. I tried to make a system for where I store what. Each chest is like one space on the shelves. This chest is this one, this is this one, and so on. So let's try to make my storage useful. I'm terrible at stuff like this. So first chest is wood, stone and leaves. Second one is iron, copper and coal. The next one contains stuff like bricks, ice and ropes. The fourth one is to store berries, carrots, meat and cooked fish. The other food chest is for the cabbage, peppers and wheat. And the last chest is for the expensive food like hearty stews, or spicy meat meal, and pies too, of course. Then I started layering the chests on top of other chests. Worked pretty well. Until I got another disconnect. Man, I hate my Wi-Fi so much. But the third row of chests in one area is done. Almost. I am to finish it. If you want to donate me some stuff, like steel, write it in the comments or join me when I live stream sometime. Anyways, after falling of the tower, the next disconnect. It's getting annoying. So I made another perspective. Hello, here I am. I am in freecam mode on my alt account right now. Tell me in the comments if you like scenes like this, where I make like a time-lapse in freecam mode. But so, my first thing I did was jumping off the building. Perfect start. Wow. Those deers are really nice if you watch them faster. Anyways, I started building the roof. And oh boy, this thing is expensive. So many shingles. Here are the deers again. And a random guy who's building. That's me, by the way, if you didn't know. I built 3 rows of roofs. Then I built floors. Wow, epic freecam shots here. Building the front of the tower right now. I don't like it. I break it. I rebuild it. I like it. I rebuild this roof. Okay, that's enough. Already looks better. I also broke a piece out of the roof. For what? To break a piece out of the tower. For what? To have a way to get on the roof. Of course, again. Please tell me if you like these shots in freecam, because it's a lot of work I put in those. And they only take a few minutes. Then I made the towers a little bit nicer. They are pretty much finished now. They both got ladders from the inside to the top of the roof. Yep, I really like it. And now the third time. Tell me in the comments if. Okay, never mind, enough. I just wanted to thank you all so much for all that support I get on my videos. I love it to stream now. Because I've met so many nice people like that. I started an SMP with those people. I really like it. And of course, I love producing videos for you. Because they get so much support. I get motivated by this view count so much lol. Thank you so much. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, of course. But let's continue with the video. I also wanted to change the roof on the big tower. Because I don't like the thatch roof there. I want to build a shingle roof, just like everywhere else. It was really annoying, the process of destroying the old roofs. Finally broke everything, and then straightened with the new roof. I needed to build this way up, because otherwise I had no chance. And of course I failed to show you how I get on the roof. Yep, it takes like 1 minute. Not the most efficient. Then I kinda just needed to, I guess, where to place the tile roofs. But I did it pretty good. And as soon as I was done, I noticed that I wasn't in the Reed Kingdom, so the colors don't match. Let's rebuild it again, yay. Finally, this looks so much better. Just filling out the gap between the roof and the wall. This was such a struggle. For some reason I needed to break the roofs again, because they were in the way or something. But in the end, it doesn't even matter because I did it anyways. Destroying the bridge here. And wow, this looks great, and huge. It's a great huge castle storage. I really like the main storage room. I don't really know about the tower yet. Maybe I gonna make it round or something. But I'm happy for the moment. I tried to put some stuff into the chests I already have placed, but it didn't really work. Gonna do that later. I destroyed the chests that stood outside at my old storage, and then noticed that I don't have that much space for all those materials right now. My inventory is so full. Then I was AFK for a few minutes before leaving the survival game for that day. Plot twist. Later I gave all the stuff in my inventory away on an alt account. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. So because we are kinda close to the end of those 100 days, I have a few things to finish. I need to finish the harbor and the storage system. And I want to make a really big raid on a public server with my subscribers in the end, because I feel like this is going to be a pretty epic ending. So I placed those small boats here to know how much space I need to leave between the single docks. And after finishing the basic structure of the port, I colored those roofs again because the color got removed somehow. Now I need a quite nice transition between the harbor and the grass behind it. I chose to build this with small wooden floors. That's a nice curve. And now let's move to maybe my favorite part of this project, the lighthouse. I basically started by building those stone floors at the original position where it was on the OG server. Then I started building up the walls and placing a door. I struggled with this part a little bit, building the stairs, but I decided to place them just like this. Looks pretty good. I continued making the walls higher and higher. With ladders I decided how high I want to build, and placed the upper floor on top. This was quite the challenge, because I can't just build a clean circle here. I need to find a way that works with TSG's mechanics. I placed windows as the basic part of the walls here, so the light can shine through it later. And I wanted to make it like this, but found another, better and smoother looking way. Like this, the walls perfectly match. So I finished those parts in between the windows and hay. This doesn't look too bad. I made the floor even closer together, and finally started with the good part. I spammed the braziers everywhere. Well, it got a pattern obviously, but it kinda looks like I just spammed that. And wow, this is a lot of light. Then I kinda just copied the floor as the roof, and decorated it with this part of the building that sticks out a little. Now that I nearly finished the lighthouse, the colors are still on the to-do list. I started with the little fishing market. Basically just placed pavilions as we didn't have the fishing or the decorations update yet. Then I placed serving counters that serve as serving counters. Great play with words, right? Okay. Anyways, I started by making some kind of border around the back of the harbor to define the boundary between harbor and grass even more. I actually like it. So at this point I started recording with a new screen recorder, OBS Studio. So the next few days are pretty laggy. That's why I cut most of it out, because it isn't fun to watch this. Not gonna lie. I fixed the errors later, by the way. I basically just decorated the harbor a little bit, mostly by spamming barrels everywhere, because we don't have enough decoration in TSG, so that's how the harbor looks right now. I told you that I wanted to build some kind of building here, but now I decided to just place 2 small wooden houses that serve like some fishing huts or something. I broke the decor in it and placed crates and barrels, and it already looks fuller, so I built the remaining ships. And for some reason those roofs are reset again. Anyways, let's color this lighthouse. And done. It looks amazing with those colors. Now the pretty much only remaining thing is the stone wall on the other side of the harbor. Let's sew this. And wow, I love this. Some really epic freecam shots of that harbor. And as we are already in the freecam shot scene, let's take a look at the first building we built in this video, the Castle 2. I gonna let you decide what we build in those 2 corners of the basement. Comment your idea. So we basically finished, and I really like how it turned out. Really simple, but that was how I wanted it to be, because I want this to remember me of the old OG days. Now let's stop this terrible video quality and move on to my storage. So if you remember, this is my storage building right now. Quite some time passed since I recorded something for this 100 days video the last time, and now it looks like this. No, I'm not proud lol. I threw all my items in random chests on the floor as soon as my inventory was full all the time. Only thing that could help now is to get my alt account and collect everything here. So let's log in and collect all the materials. And perfect. I spawned in the jungle. I built a boat and made a really cool time-lapse of me driving to my storage. Epic. I'm walking so slow. It's crazy. I already put some stuff on this account some time ago, but I did it. I found my way into my storage and then turned on free hammer destruction, so I can basically just destroy the chests and get all the materials in the chest back. Also, I only lose 2 wood per chest. That's affordable. And wow, I get so many resources while doing this. It's insane how much I have put in my chests here. I'm gonna show you how much materials I got from this after I broke all the chests. So let's make a chill time lapse of me collecting all the resources back. Neverming, my Roblox crashed. So let's rejoin this. And now, let's start the time lapse. And I actually got the badge for regenerating 1000 health points by eating lol. So I broke all the chests on the floor now. Let's also get those chests. that are on the wooden platforms already. Alright, the storage is empty again now. Nice job, well done. Yeah, I just praised myself, anyways. I'm so excited to see how much stuff I have now. Let's start this with pretty nice for 100 steel bars, 12k cabbage, 2000 chiseled stone, 10,000 coal, which is crazy, almost 100k leaves. That's really crazy. Nearly 50,000 blue steel, 24,000 wood, 880 raw blue steel, over 50,000 wheat, almost 30k stone, 6k meat, like 15,000 peppers, 2k hide, 3k rope, 40,000 berries, which is nice, only 2.3 thousand eggs. Thought I had more, anyways, 2k hearties is pretty nice. That's like 10k blue steel if I would sell that. And 1k carrots, 3.2 thousand raw iron, and 169 wooden rods, and that altogether is a grand total of over 365,000 items. That's literally insane. Also, let's use the new code from the latest update to get the grey wolf pelt cape, of course. I really love how it blends in perfectly with the wolf pelt hat. So I basically spent the last 30 minutes cleaning up my storage. That was important, as I can start building the sorting system now. I still don't really know how. So that's going to be the next thing I'll do. Oh yeah, I still got a little bit of blue steel left to give away. So comment the word 100k blue steel in the comments to get a chance to win some blue steel. But make sure to hide that secret code word in your comment, so nobody else just copies it. That would be bad for your chance of winning. Also, thank you so much for watching till now. I really appreciate that. That's like the best you can do for my channel right now. So a huge thank you from me. Okay, we are at the point in time where we got the cosmetics and furniture update. So let's go. We can decorate our storage now. But first, we are finally going to complete this storage system. I decided to put iron chests instead of steel chests, as they are much less expensive and they are smaller, which means we can place a lot more of those chests on that small place. So in the end, we can actually store more items if we use those chests instead of the steel ones. So I already started with the placing of them. And now we've finished the first space of my future storage. 4x4 chests here. But I think we can place more in that next place. I actually need to craft a few more nails and iron ingots, so we can continue. And yes, 6 iron chests fit in this space. So we're gonna get 8 more chests than we got in the other one. Also, let's just ignore those small parts of the chests that stick out of the wall sometimes. I need to be really careful. But it doesn't matter that much in the end, because I'm almost never going to see the outside of this storage. Anyways, finished this sector to now. In those first 2 spots, I'm going to store the basic materials like leaves, wood and stone. Also, I fixed some pretty unsatisfying holes at some spots. Oh yeah, Marvin is still here. So now I want to make something with the middle part here. First I built a railing along the side, and then I decided to build all the crafting tables along the side of this middle part. Crafting table, copper smithy, iron forge, steel smelter, a coin press, a blue steel furnace, dark steel forge, a fishmonger, and finally another crafting table, because I'm gonna need this a lot to craft the basic stuff. Actually, I got no more wood left. I don't know how this happened at all. I got over 40,000 wood on my alt account right now. So I just farmed for the next 10 minutes till I got 1k wood. And here are all the new decorations. I placed them for the update video. Now I place some chandeliers on the ceiling. I got an idea. I'm gonna make a little treasure chamber on top of here. as I don't have any real use for this space, and I don't want to leave it empty. The sad thing is, I can't get any coins back. Even if I see that I don't want them anymore. And that's pretty expensive. And well, I noticed the fact that most of the stuff is just floating because of the hitboxes of the gold piles later. I gonna remove them as soon as I'm on my ult, where I can turn on free hammer destruction. Anyways, some skeletons here, because they look nice, and the new statues together with a lion gargoyle at the front door. Amazing. So now let's continue the placement of the chests. Also, I took off my cosmetics so I can see the things I was placing better. And 3, 2, 1, I'm done. Finally, took way too long. And look, I equipped my cosmetics again, lol. And after calculating the storage space, I came to the result that I can store exactly 232,000 items. That's pretty good. I'm not going to store all my materials here. I'm gonna store most of them on my alt account, actually. But I don't want to log onto my alternate account all the time. If I need some materials, that's why I'm gonna put some here, but leave a lot of space empty, so I can put the materials I farm in the future in those chests. Alright, I'm on my storage account now, and I'm gonna fill this storage up now. So I'm going to make this quick, it isn't that interesting. I basically put the main resources like stone, wood, leaves, iron, coal and copper in those to storage units. Then I've put the crops in those. Also the eggs and meat, and I put some of the basic food items in those chests like hearties. That's the name for hearty stews, by the way. And let's go. We are at day 94 and finished all the main building projects in those 100 days. First, I've built this little castle with my friend, Icornfan. Then I built the harbour. It isn't that decorated, but that wasn't even the main goal. I wanted to kinda rebuild the old harbour. There. We also didn't have that many decorations and stuff, and it was really minimalistic. And the final thing is the storage building, of course. And as I said, for the ending, I wanted to do something special. I want to play on a public server for exactly 1 hour and completely dominate that, so I started streaming. It was this stream, maybe you even watched it. I basically let everyone join, and we all met up at the mainland merchant. But there was a really big problem. Some really annoying stream sniper joined my game and constantly killed us. I'm not going to show his name. I don't want to give him too much attention. This takes way more editing, lol. But it is what it is. I wanted to get a horse to at least be able to flee from this guy. But of course, he killed me. I got in the ship with a few other team members, and we drove to the jungle. We wanted to build a little base, so we would at least be safe from the stream sniper. I started placing some castle walls on the gate. Then I placed the banner, so the stream sniper couldn't just build over the wall. Then, a misunderstanding appeared. So this guy named Phil basically has the same skin as the stream sniper. We all attacked him and successfully got the kill. Again, I'm really sorry for this, Phil. So we've built a pretty nice base in the meantime. We were at least a little bit more safe from the stream sniper. But I guess he left anyways. But then, another one appeared. I don't even know if he's a stream sniper. But he's in the purple team and attacked us all. So we basically just fled and drove away. Let's try it again at the desert. Maybe that works. I started by placing the castle walls again. And wow, this is amazing. We are so many people. It's crazy. Thank you also so much for the support. My friend Bob, the same Bob from earlier in this video, joined too. And he instantly got trapped by some of my team members, lol. After rescuing him like a hero, well, he fought quite a lot for me, so I guess it was him who rescued me. I finished the little base. Basically just walls and beds in it. And Bob is trapped again. I crafted a blue steel furnace to make another set of armor. And some one of you stole it. Give me back my resources, lol. Just kidding. Then I gave away some of my last blue steel. At least some of my last blue steel I had on this account right now. Then I placed 4 watchtowers at each corner of our little base. And I have no idea how this purple banner got in our base, lol. Then, one of my team members just randomly decided to attack our base for the rest of this time. It was really annoying. After dealing with stream snipers for over 45 minutes. This was the last thing I wanted. I thought he just switched the team, so I walked to him. But he actually attacked. I was able to flee back in the save walls of our base. And then we all went into attack mode and attacked this guy. I sniped the stream sniper, lol. I tried to get all of our members back into the base. To Maybray Unite, but it didn't really work. Wow, the new enemy allied with the first stream sniper. Sweet. They started breaking our walls, which was pretty dumb that they could have just built over it. Someone broke the banner. I tried to fight them, but my game was so laggy. I couldn't even high-tone attack and instantly got killed by a dark steel sword. I spawned near the Arctic biome, which was the furthest away from the desert. Anyways, I returned. We actually made an alley with Reed earlier, so that one Reed Kingdom guy could just walk in our base, lol. Not gonna lie. Our base looks exactly the way it should, raided all the time. But it still stands, so it's not completely lost. Oh yeah. Bob fought the first stream sniper and his alliance a few times. Sometimes he won, sometimes he died. Not gonna lie, our enemies were strong. Someone asked who was streaming, lol. Well, I guess we grew a kingdom on the server. We got raided way too many times. 5 different stream snipers. Or just annoying people fought against us like their life depended on it. And this is pretty much the final raid. We all got killed by those 2 people. And then, I streamed for over 1 hour. But I'm not done quite yet. I ended the stream but still returned to the base in the desert. Well, we actually got killed on this little spawn island with no armor at all, by a full dark steel guy. The first rule in TSG all pros respect is, don't kill people with worse armor than you if they don't attack us. He had the best armor in game. We had the worst, aka no armor at all. It was actually pretty helpful. I spawned at the desert. And we went back to the base. It still is there. No one destroyed it yet. So even if we didn't survive all of those raids, our base did. I noticed that a stream sniper, someone who came from the stream and literally tried to snipe us, sniped us. Or actually, he tried. He hasn't got good aim. No aim at all, to be honest. He didn't even hit the elephant, lol. We just went in the maze for some reason. I gave away some blue steel and then I left. The 100 days are over. Officially now. After over 3 months of working on this one video, more than 16 hours of recordings, more than 3 updates that dropped in the meantime. It was a really big journey. We built so much stuff and I experienced what it feels like to be a streamer. It was epic. Now that you watched the whole video, you probably like to know some really good tips about the survival game. So here's 2 videos that are pretty nice tutorials. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.